Hello children, welcome to the English lesson once again. Today you are going to learn how to write simple stories. In this lesson, you will practice to write simple stories using visual clues. Let's start the lesson with a story. The Thirsty Crow. I know you are familiar with this story. Let's see some pictures related to the story. I think these pictures will help you to recall your memory. Let's have a look at it. Next, you have to do an activity. In this activity, you have to number the sentences in the correct order to create a story. One is done for you. Let's do the others. Children, let's check the answers. You can check your answers with mine. Don't worry if you get any answer wrong because there are many activities for you to practice the skill. Let's read the story together. Here I have put the story in the correct order. Once upon a time there was a crow. It was thirsty. It flew here and there in search of water. It saw a pot in the garden. There was a little water in it. The crow could not reach water, so it thought of a plan. It put some stones into it. The water rose up. The crow drank water and flew away happily. So this is the story of the thirsty crow. Let's learn about the story map. Characters. A character can be a person, thing, or an animal. The writers use characters to perform actions or to speak dialogues. Setting. Setting is the time and the place. In other words, when and where the story takes place. If you want to write a longer story, you can talk about the appearance of the characters and the beauty of the setting. Let's see the flow of a story. First, there is the beginning. You can begin the sentence using the phrase once upon a time. Next, you have the problem. The third step is the solution. In solution, you have to tell how the characters solve the problem. The last step is the end. Ending can be a happy one or a sad one. Let's see the story of the thirsty crow in the story map. What are the characters of the story? There is only one character, the thirsty crow. What is the setting? Setting is a beautiful rural setting. Let's see the beginning. How did we begin the story? Once upon a time, there was a crow. That's how we began the story. What is the problem? The crow was thirsty. It flew here and there in search of water. It saw a pot with a little water in it. That's how we wrote the problem. Next, you have the solution. So, what is the solution? It put some stones into it. The water rose up. What is the end? It drank water and flew away happily. Children, let's see the second story. The dove and the ant. This is the second story. What are the characters of this story? There is an ant and the dove. What is the setting? It is near a river. Let's start to write the story. Here you can see some pictures related to the incidents of the story. So here I have numbered the pictures. I think you are familiar with this story, so the pictures will help you to recall your memory. Let's start to write the story. What can you see in the first picture? There is an ant and the ant is on the river bank. I'll show you my first two sentences. This is how I began the story. Once upon a time, there was an ant. So this is the opening line of the story. One day, the ant went to the river to drink some water. So these are the two sentences I wrote for the first picture. Let's see the second picture. What can you see in the picture? Yes, there is a wind. The wind can be strong. Let's see my sentence. A strong wind blew. Now you can see the third picture. What can you see in the third picture? The ant has fallen into the water. In the fourth picture, you can see the ant and a dove also. The ant is asking for help and the dove is coming to help the ant. Children, you can write the sentences using the words given by me. Remember, you have to use the past tense because I started the story with the phrase once upon a time. And also in the fourth picture, I have given 2 brackets. 2 brackets means you have to write 2 sentences. Let's see my sentences. You can compare your sentences with mine. The wind pushed the ant into the river. The ant cried for help. A dove saw the ant. Let's see the 5th picture. What can you see in this picture? The dove is coming with a leaf. And in the 6th picture, you can see the ant is on the leaf. And in the 7th picture, the dove is helping the ant. Now it is your time to write sentences. These are my sentences. The dove dropped a leaf in the water. The ant climbed onto the leaf. The dove helped the ant to reach the land. Next you can see the other pictures also. So what is the next thing you need to do when someone helps you? You need to thank. So here also the ant thanks the dove. In the next picture you can see a new character. Who is that? He is a hunter. Children, you can see the hunter is aiming at the dove. The ant sees that. You can write your sentences now. So these are my sentences. The ant thanked the dove. After a few days, the ant saw a hunter aiming at the dove. So the first problem is over in the 8th picture. From the 9th picture, we are going to start another problem, that is problem 2. Remember the story map? So in the story map there is a problem and the solution. So here there is the second problem and this happened after few days. That's why I included the phrase after few days. In the next picture you can see the ant is biting the foot of the hunter, and in the last picture you can see the ant and the dove have become friends. You can write your sentences now. Let's see the sentences. The ant bit on the hunter's foot. The hunter lost his aim. The dove could fly away. The ant and the dove became very good friends. So this is the end of the story. Here you have the story map. So this is the beginning of the story. Once upon a time there was an ant. One day it went to the river to drink some water. So what is the problem? A strong wind blew and the wind pushed the ant into the river. Let's see the solution. The dove dropped a leaf in the water. The ant climbed onto the leaf. The dove helped the ant to reach the land. So we have another problem. After few days, the ant saw a hunter aiming at the dove. So this is the second problem. And the solution is the ant bit on the hunter's foot. The hunter lost his aim and the dove could fly away. So what is the ending of the story? The ant and the dove became very good friends. So children, now we are going to write another story. So this is the third story, the lion and the mouse. Let's see the pictures related to the incidents of the story. Looking at these pictures, you can understand the story. Let's start to write the story. What can you see in the first picture? Here there is a lion. Lion is sleeping and There is a mouse also. Mouse is playing, it seems. I'll show you my sentences. This is how I began the story. Once upon a time, a lion and a mouse lived in a forest. One day, the mouse played near the sleeping lion. So what can you see in the second picture? The lion caught up the mouse. And in the third picture, lion seems angry. So the mouse is begging lion to release it. You can write your sentences. You can compare your sentences with mine. Suddenly, the lion woke up. It caught up the mouse. The mouse begged the lion to release it. The lion released the mouse. Let's see the fourth picture. So what can you see here? The lion caught in a trap. And in the fifth picture, the mouse has come to help the lion. So you can write your sentences. Now you can compare your sentences with mine. After some days, the lion caught in a trap. It cried for help. The mouse came to help the lion. It cut the net with its sharp teeth. So what happened? In this story, we found 2 problems and 2 solutions. Let's continue to write the story. So what can you see here? The lion is free, and in the last picture, they have become friends. Let's see the sentences. The lion was free. It thanked the mouse. The lion and the mouse became very good friends. Children, next you can see the story map. So this is the story map of the story, The Lion and the Mouse. So what are the characters? There are 2 characters, a lion and a mouse. And the setting, it is in a forest. And what is the beginning of the story? Once upon a time. This is the phrase we use to start the story. And problem 1, the lion tried to eat the mouse. And what is the solution? The mouse begged the lion. Problem 2, the lion caught in a trap. And the solution is the mouse came to help. And let's see the ending of the story. They became friends. Let's read the story together. The Lion and the Mouse. Once upon a time, a lion and a mouse lived in a forest. One day, the mouse played near the sleeping lion. Suddenly, the lion woke up. It caught up the mouse. The mouse begged the lion to release it. The lion released the mouse. After some days, the lion caught in a trap. It cried for help. The mouse came to help the lion. It cut the net with its sharp teeth. The lion was free. It thanked the mouse. The lion and the mouse became very good friends. Children, let's write another story. So this is the topic of the story, the picnic. This story is a bit different from the previous 3 stories. Let's see the pictures first. So here you have to match the lines of the story with the pictures given. One is done for you and you can do the others. Let's check the answers. And in the next slide, I have put the story in the correct order. Let's read the story together. The picnic. It was a sunny day. Mom, Dad, Peter and his sister decided to go for a picnic. They prepared their picnic basket. The family started their journey by their car. They reached a beautiful lake. They had their meals. They enjoyed the day. At the end of the day, they got ready to go back home. So this is the story. Let's put this story into the story map. So this is the story map. Here you have the characters, setting, beginning, incident and the end. This is the story map. Here you have the characters, setting, and let's see the flow of the story. First you have the beginning and next you have the incident. Next you have the end. So this story map is be different from the earlier story maps. So this is the story map related to the story, The Picnic. So what are the characters of that story? Peter, mom, dad and sister. What is the setting? It's a sunny day. So this is the way we began the story. Mom, dad, Peter and his sister decided to go for a picnic. Let's see the incident. They prepared their picnic basket. The family started their journey. They reached a beautiful lake. They had their meals. They enjoyed the day. So the next step is the end. At the end of the day, they got ready to go back home. Children, I think you are familiar with this story map now. Let's write another story, A Snowy Day. You can study the pictures given. Let's start to write the story. See the first picture. Let's name the tallest boy as Peter. The other two are his friends. It's a snowy day, so they wanted to go out. And in the second picture, you can see they are making a snowman. They have made 2 balls. Let's start to write the sentences. So these are my sentences. You can compare your sentences with mine. It was a snowy day. Peter and his friends came out of the house. They wanted to make a snowman. They made 2 balls using snow. One ball is big and the other ball is small. So this is the third picture. What can you see here? They have fixed the 2 balls and they have made 2 hands and 2 legs also. And in the fourth picture, you can see they have completed making the snowman. Let's write the sentences using the words and the phrases given. Children, now you can see the sentences. They fixed 2 balls and made hands and legs. Finally, they made a beautiful snowman. So this is the end of the story. Now we have come to the end of our lesson. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.